on the T side, that definitely is going to be playing into their deficit 9. Let's see if they can get that lead and hold on to it a little bit more securely this time. It's going to be Nuke. It's going to be the CT side for Hades that is already giving him his first kill. But MOUZ XT, they're going to try and ignore him and try and divert away from him, but with assistance from his teammates. The Academy squad are being chipped down one by one.
They're going to have a really tough time of it starting on the T side as the underdogs as well. I mean, we saw they had a phenomenal time on the T side of Vertigo, but they struggled a lot on their T side of Ancient, mate. They only picked up 2 rounds in total throughout the entire half. Can they find a way to get back into this pistol round? There is Yimfat behind the squeaky door right now, and Kyler, well, timing might not favor him. As you can see, his attention is fixated towards outside as we breach that minute mark on the clock. Krisen has actually been able to worm his way in towards Hell here. This is not going to be detected, but Minio, I actually thought he had the jump there. Great shots, double dink from Krisen. That's his second kill here. Actually starts to pry the door open here in the pistol round.
There's a chance. It is very winnable now, and the bomb just needs to somehow make its way to a bomb site. I think with players losing 1 by 1, it's being probably a little bit This is looking unwinnable. He has a single magazine left in that P250. He just has to start sitting some shots, and he will actually. That's the first. Kyler, he knows where he is. He needs to hit instantly. He's going to go down towards the B bomb site where Kai actually just came back from. He might have a bit of a timing. He knows he hasn't got any time left, so he has to get the bomb down, but he plants out in the open, and Kai does rotate in the nick of time, and 9 will find their first. It was a
25 for 45. I mean, 25 kills between 2 maps for essentially one of their better players, right?
Yeah.
One of their core riflers. So we're gonna need to see a lot more out of him here on Nuke if we're gonna see 9 getting across the line. He just announced his presence here in the anti-eco round. Maybe that's gonna give him a little bit more confidence. There we go. That's a triple. Are you an eco cobra, Grimmy? You strike me as an eco cobra.
Yeah, I'm a bit. I'm
Get away with things that only Simple can do because of his supreme mechanical ability.
Yeah.
It's not the textbook way to approach Counter-Strike.
100%. Speaking about textbook, this is a pretty textbook round, right? Outside smoke, just go down B. Issue is that Kai's already got a kill. And did they I'm pretty sure they mollied top mini, so the smoke actually got extinguished. They've had to propel another one, allow them to cross. But Krisen, a bit of a heroic play, jumping off mini into the clutches of Kai. Does get one, but it's so scrappy. Left, right, and center, but the Finn comes out on top, and MOUZ and XT are primed to win their first.
Sorry, how nice is this from Askin? My goodness, I don't think
I've never seen that. Yeah, that is gorgeous.
Part of the new Anubis collection, maybe, or...
Shame it's on the FAMAS.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, Goofy will put it to good use. He's able to get a kill at range. And have a look at this as a flank coming through from Minio. Problem is he's on top of the T main roof, so he can't really make many plays without giving audio cues away. That's why he's going to look to try and go down the ladder here. 50 seconds on the clock. The bomb starts to make its way down secret stairs. Krisen is still wary of the potential flank. It's all about the timing. Oh man, does Minio even check this corner? Here's the utility. Free frag for him. Slend now left on an island in the 1v2 clutch.
Never would have thought this round would have gone this way, but we've seen this man in many a clutch position. This is a pretty good position to be in, to be honest. You've got a 1v2, Goofy's on 13 HP, and you've got time to reposition. The issue is that as the time starts ticking down, you start to think, you start like, it's taken so long now. That flashbang, however, has given him quite a lot of information. I bet right now, Hayes, he would love to have that double door closed.
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have that luxury. He does have the information out of both of the players who come through from the single squeaky door. Goofy will be the master for the cause. Minio looks to try and clutch as a result, and he will get the kill just in time to complete the defuse.
Oh, so close. He has it.
Yeah, he's good. He's comfortable. He's going to be able to finish it off with a second or 2 left on the clock. I do like that, though, that they kind of send Goofy in as the information player, and then
Give him that much.
Yeah, but then you look at the teams that 9 have beaten on Nuke. It's big. Falcons, MOUZ, G2, big again, Fnatic. So, as you've already alluded to, far greater sculpts for the Polish team compared to the Academy squad, as we do see another investment coming through from 9 after they lost the previous round. They'll find the opening pick here once again, as was the case in the previous round, but they still lost that round.
It's not looking great though. Slend was the hero of last round. Let's see if he can do it again. That's a lovely time grenade in towards door. So much damage and a replenish of the smoke. They're going to have to try fight through this or reposition. They're going to go for the latter. Most certainly the right idea. And MOUZ NXT grouping up as a squadron. Currently only the Triumphant leading the charge as Crizzen is just chilling over, throwing some utility towards A, trying to fake out some presence, and he'll do so perfectly. Oh, yeah. Minio's going to be charging down towards B. They could wrap heaven here and it could be perfect, but with Crizzen dying, it might force them down towards ramp.
And Minio's in a great position with the AK. He's got the attention taken away from him by Hades, who, although he goes down, will be resulting in Minio to get at least a kill. No, never mind. Minio had everything gifted to him on a silver platter. Bomb plant to come through here for Nexius. It will be the frags groupie, but oh, it's actually just in time to deny the plants. That's insane. I thought the plant definitely would have come through there. And that leaves Slend in an unwinnable position. 1v3, they know exactly where he is. Do they hunt him after the timer is the question. Well, Slend doesn't give them that option as he forces the issue.
They're just going straight for it. They're going to dive down the vent, and they will get down. The bomb will be safely plateauing its way towards that B bomb site, and there's no one quite there to stop them just yet. Minio will throw a nice little nade, and Hayes will get a kill over towards the A bomb site. So this is looking like a pretty even round, I'd say, with the bomb down on a 4v5.
Yeah, agreed. It's going to be a difficult retake coming through for 9 as they start to figure out exactly how they want to approach the situation, and it looks like it's going to be the entire team coming through from ramp. I mean, Goofy might look to try and make his way down the vent. They're still trying to clear out lobby right now. They're still waiting to see if there's any other players on the top side of the map. They're taking their time here on 9. The bomb's already gone past the halfway. There's only about a third left remaining. Only now are they starting to make their way in towards the site. They've left themselves so much work to do with so little time left remaining. Someone's going to have to get on the defuse and sing it. Hades falls down with the no-scope, looking to try and keep his teammates alive. Nexius. And although he will thrive, Nexius has found all of the kills. And it will be the round that goes with MOUZ NXT.
Okay, so that round, the issue that you had with MOUZ NXT is that he gets a kill and destroys the enemy with his Mac 10, and then Nexius with an illustrious 3k. It was so tasty, it was beautiful, one would say, and it gave them the round win. Speaking of momentum, they're carrying it further on this A bomb site now here, Hayes.
Yeah, they're keeping up the pace of the game right now. They're waiting to see if 9 are actually able to maintain the defense against such aggressive plays. And the answer so far is no. MOUZ NXT with the ramp drop in the previous. This time it's a Russian towards Zay and Hades. The only way he has to win this round right now is because he's got the bomb in his control. Problem is that there's still so much time left on the clock. MOUZ NXT, they could even go back around ramp if they wanted to. They can go back down the secret stairs. Even though Hades has the C4, this should still be unwinnable for him. He's got the read though. He realizes how MOUZ NXT are going to approach this.
This is such a winnable position. He has a little shotgun AWP, and they do run out of bullets. And because Crizzen runs out of bullets, he will reward himself. He will reward Hayes with 1, but that's all he'll be rewarded. Mine just should have been quicker.
Alright, well, Hades, with that hero warp that he saved from the previous round, is going to have to be the man to get the job done here in the 10th round if there's going to be a chance for 9 to make it happen, considering the fact that they are in an eco, essentially. And the AWP has just been removed from the equation, and it's not recoverable either, Mr. Grimmy. Hades, well, I guess it is recoverable, but it's Minio has to force the fight before he can look to try and pick it up. And that's probably why he is heading in that direction as well. Minio's position made known. He gets out of dodge, but he knows he can't afford to fall back all the way. Has to maintain some sort of semblance of control. He's staying alive right now. There are forces, a fight's being forced across the board. Oh, great shot there from Yimfa to try and alleviate the pressure. Oh my god, wait, what? Did he see any part of that player? What? Straight up wall bang? I'm not even sure. Either way, it's just key left remaining. He has been able to bypass Yimfa. He's playing 4x3 though, so he doesn't see Yimfa cross. Nobody knows where anybody is, and it's going to be Crizzen who's the martyr for the cause. He's the one who has to die to get the information.
I mean, that's unfortunate. Yimfat just doesn't clear his corners and feel bad for his teammate. Let me try and like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But finally, the Finn doubles his kills in this round and yet another decisive win. Like, yeah, 2 people survived, but that...
2?
Oh my god, yeah, they got 2. I forgot. Oh, I thought they got 3. Never mind, yeah.
Yeah. And they had 4 in their first half on Vertigo. So
upgrades,
it's already,
baby, upgrades.
Yeah, looking a lot better.
This round, not so much though. A very scrappy affair outside is just going to, I think, give 9 the advantage there until Kristen with only 6 HP, ego swings Hades and bonks him out the server. It's a 3v3. Yimfat's down on the B bomb site with the bomb, but he is being chased by Kyler and he's going to win out the duel. Okay, now they've got the advantage. This was basically a 3v5 for 9.
The round has been completely flipped on its head here. Minio towards the lower bomb site. Goofy on the top side of the map. Left to their own devices. Who will get called into action? At least Kristen is low here. Does make this a whole lot more doable. Yimfat's just bobbing and weaving back and forth right now. Peeks out in towards Minio. He's actually lucky to be alive right now, but for how much longer is the question? Oh my, Slend comes in to save his Finnish teammate. And he could pretty much finish off the round off the back of that kill because... it's Goofy left alone in the 1v3. He won't even know how low 2 of these 3 players are, so he might even just go for the save. Although, they're going to go back up the ladder in towards A. They have to cross Goofy here. Slender spotted him. Will cost him his life, and he was the full HP player.
This is looking very dangerous now. That Molotov could be very good, but luckily Yimfat will get out dodged just in time. Bomb's going to get planted for heaven, so that at least is some level of success for MOUZ NXT because Kresen is residing over towards heaven. Goofy, he's repositioned towards vent. He's going to rocket his way up, and I don't think anyone's going to see him for a while because Kresen's towards is towards opposite of Mustang, towards Sally. But they will hear Goofy, and he has no kit. So the fact that the pole hasn't found anyone just yet, I think this could already be round over. And as well, Yimfat rotating towards heaven. I was going to say, if Kresen dies there, Yimfat just hard tucks. And there's no way that Goofy expects a second player to be heaven. Kristen gets the...
A massive, mega upset if MOUZ NXT were able to beat 9 in the first round of the playoffs here.
This is weirdly enough shaping up to be that way. Like, MOUZ NXT have the advantage. I think quite a lot as well right now. It's just now, can they close it out? That might be the hardest thing for this young team.
True.
Like, you've got a lot of inexperienced players on this roster, maybe wanting to just get a little bit too aggy. Like, they want to just go for it and charge down their opponents when maybe that isn't necessarily always the best way.
Well, the way that I'm kind of seeing it here is... looking at the playoff bracket, is this the most one-sided of all the games? The only other one you can make a case for is Monty versus Anonymo. Maybe Saw versus Sampi as well.
Nah, Monty Anonymo... No, sorry, Monty Anonymo is GG for Anonymo. That's
the
long
thing
day.
is that SDY is not playing. I mean, that's the only, like, sort of anecdote. You look at the 1xbet odds for that game, mate. They're actually closer than what the odds were for 9 versus 9. Either way, maybe I should talk a little bit more about the round here, because there's a 2v1. This was essentially an eco for the CT side. It's only Nexius left remaining. He's going to have to ace clutch this round if he's going to win it for his team. That's a tall order. 7-4. Can 9 finally break the sequence by winning an eco round? Nexius commits to the plant. Hades can't force him off it. Nexius has got massive balls. Steps out. He knew that Minio was pursuing him there. But he loses the gunfight out as 9 win the round.
What a way to start breaking your momentum with the opposition. I feel like that's really nice from 9. Well, it's just Hades outside patrolling and able to get 2 kills. Tyler as well, very nicely done.
I still wouldn't even say that's too troublesome for MOUZ NXT if they're able to make this 8-7. Even if they lose the half 8-7.
Yeah, they're grand.
They'll be feeling good about that. 9's T side left a lot to be desired on Vertigo. Excuse me, on Ancient rather. Their T side was where they did most of their work on Vertigo. Either way, they got the opening pick here once again. Kristen tries to phase through the smoke, but Key was privy to it. Sled finally gets the kill back with Minio called into action. A bit of a lineup there. He's going to be traded out. The man advantage will persist here. for the CT side.
Gonna be an AWP duel outside, Slen versus Hades, and I thought both had missed, but no, it's just Hades. Slen will capitalize upon that, back to a 2 versus 2. The only issue is that the T side is completely disjointed. You've got a rifler towards ramp, and the AWPer patrolling outside, but Slen can do it all by himself. Goofy now, not quite in a position to disrupt this round. He might just be though, because Slen is gonna have to cross through his crosshair, but he's smoked out. That paralyzes him, and the bomb's gonna get planted for heaven. But Goofy walks through the smoke. Does he have a timing? They're both behind Silo. He won't expect both of them, no chance. Even if he gets Slend, he's not gonna expect Yimfat. He misses a shot anyways. Yimfat swings out, but Goofy claims both. Yimfat had to get the trade there, but he's unable to do so. The bomb goes down, but I still feel like this might be a low buy from MOUZ and XT now.
Oh man, I mean, how big is that clutch coming through from Goofy though? Such an integral.
I mean, yeah, like Yimfat has to get the trade there. Yeah, he has the aware, like he has information, the missed shot, the actual kill. He had that on a silver platter. Great from Goofy though, and this round seems to be even better. They have bought back into it because of that extra $800, because of that bomb plant, and it seems to not be going in the way they necessarily would like. Oh, that was a clap.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't result in the second kill coming through, but certainly does do enough damage to pretty much seal the deal. And this is actually the most convincing round we've seen out of 9 in almost the entire half here. Hades not going to be able to finish off the job, but he does essentially put a nail in the coffin. 7-all, the imminent scoreline with no money in play here for MOUZ and XT.
On 1 HP, he'd be lucky to get the bomb down. He might win out the duel on Minio, but no, he misses the timing. It was a game of timing for Mr. Slend. The bomb down would have been really nice because I think, yeah, I think they're good, but I don't think they're like as good as people say. I think that's my devil's advocate playing.
Okay, all right.
Miltzy's a god though.
He is indeed really strong player over on that Inter-Academy team, as we do see the last round of the half starting to unfold. Remember, MOUZ and XT won 6 rounds in a row. They then lost to an eco. They haven't won a round since then. Not one. So it's pretty brutal to see that. They've been reset off the back of losing to an eco.
That's a big, big asterisk to have over your head. And right now, they might just win with a low buy themselves. Goofy playing with fire there. Playing with death, will get away just about, spared with an inch of his life. And as this round looks so good, it comes crushing down in the blink of an eye. Like, Crizid and QQ now left in a 2v4, no Utsil, information being given to Minio. He's not able to capitalize upon that information. With a bomb, it's not even going to get planted. It's going to go back up towards A, and he's not going to expect a second play event. Surely not.
How do MOUZ and XT actually get themselves across the line in this round, though? That's the big question for me. They do have a pretty safe passage in towards this B bomb site, I suppose. Not much direct resistance. So actually, there we go. They will find a plant off the back of that. 9 know exactly what's going on, though. They're starting to close the door, close the walls in on this T side. Kits are plenty, utility to work with as well. Going to be really difficult here for MOUZ and XT to win the round, but it's not impossible.
It all comes down to this duel. Can QQ win it out? He misses the first few bullets and will finally fall. Crizid, 7 HP. He lights them up! 6 HP is all that separates him and success, but 9 just about will clinch it together. 20 HP across 2 players. So unfortunate. That's happened so many times to MOUZ and XT this series so far. It's literally been like the minuscule of differences in these clutches. But every single time, 9 weirdly come out margin.
Nine only have a 40% win rate on their T side, by the way. When you look at MOUZ NXT's history on Nuke, they have a 63% win rate on their CT side. So I actually think that you're on the money with that one. Nexius gets 2 kills with his 2 pistols. There is a trade that comes through from Goofy, but the man advantage is the result for MOUZ NXT as they're going to have to retake the safe bomb site.
They have no kit. That solitary flashbang on Krizen's gonna have to be a banger. He's gonna throw it from outside. This flash is a banger. I just don't think it's gonna hit anyone. I mean, it might blind Goofy, but that's all gonna be it because other players... Oh no, Kyler's coming to the open. Kyler's blind. He walks down to the open at the worst timing, and he will fall. It's all down to Hades. He's hiding in the smoke. The bomb's being defused. There's no way he wins this, and YimFat will make that a certainty.
Man, that's a really solid retake. MOUZ NXT hold their nerve. As you say, they didn't have a kit, but they don't even lose a single player on the retake. The plans were perfect. The execution with the coordination...
As well, still patrolling outside. The fact that he dinked Krizen so early on means that outside control's really just completely changed, to be honest.
Look at Krizen's position, though. Will be able to get a kill on such low health. How has he found the second? And he's going to get out alive as well. Even upgrades to the M4. What a criminal play coming through there from Krizen. But he will eventually go down, which felt inevitable. Nexius, the next man up to the plate. I didn't even realize he was in towards MOUZ. He certainly didn't. As Nexius unlocks the round. And he looks to reposition himself again. It's going to be a boost coming through to counteract the boost. Nexius gets caught completely off guard. Fakes it into his teammate. Goofy leaps into the smoke as YimFat waits on the opposite side and receives him lovingly with open arms.
Gets 2 kills and survives. Just allows for his teammates to rotate him. And then Nexius holds his nerve. Lovely play so far. It's going to be a bit of a fast one. They're on the pistols. Goofy's already putting pressure on towards Slend. But the A1S naturally will just trump the P250. Ooh, what a shot.
Yeah, need some more where that came from, though, if they're going to stand any chance. And it's not only about winning the round, it's even just about dealing some damage, right? Forcing the reinvestment from MOUZ NXT. They don't have much spare cash. Only Slend with some change in his pocket. To be fair, $1,800 probably constitutes a little bit more than change. Unless you're a millionaire. Yeah, MOUZ NXT, they need to proceed with caution here. You don't want to offer up too many fights to the Desert Eagles.
Any more damage here is definitely going to be a big success for Nine, putting them at an advantage when it comes to economy. It's always very it can cripple a CT side economy because it's so hard to build it up and it's so hard to buy back sometimes. But keeping 3 alive, I think that's good enough. They will be looking to make this next round equally as clean. They do find
is just the mental strength from MOUZ NXT playing against the top 20 team in the world, a team that made it through to the legend stage at the major. Sure, it was from their strong showing at the RMR, but these guys aren't being broken. 16-14 win after a massive comeback on Vertigo. They fell 13-2 in the first half on Ancient. They went on to lose that 16-10. They're beginning to push the distance here, challenging rounds on Nuke, but they've just still continued to put up such an impressive fight round after round. And they've got a man advantage here in the 19th as well. 9 yet to win a round in the second half. This is the first full gun round, though.
first full gun round. They're trying to make their way outside. But because they've lost a member, you can see that Kai here is just doing a little bit different. He's jumping up on reds, trying to get some extra space, trying to give his team the advantage, or no, just make it even again. He will be sending 2 down towards B. As the smokes have faded, Kai is going to put himself as a bit of a lurk outside, and Minio's going to be lurking towards lobby. As we take presence, oh my god, there's 3 players on B. Why have MOUZ NXT rotated like everyone towards the B bomb site? And the thing is, it doesn't even matter because everyone else across the map individually is held up completely fine. This over rotation is grand as MOUZ NXT, like every single player just won their individual breakthrough and do what 9 actually couldn't do in this very exact position.
Okay, well, bomb plant and a kill. Add a second to the tally. Despite Kyler's low health, he's still making moves. Has he done enough? It looks like he might have done enough here to win the round for his team. I'm telling you, MOUZ and NYKT, they were going for the save here, mate. But all of a sudden, after they've got those kills, they've realized there's actually a chance here for them to win the round. Goofy only has 15 points of health. They tap the fuse. Nobody's sticking it. Goofy will go down. Do you agree with MOUZ and NYKT actually committed to the save there at one point?
I'm pretty sure Krizen went back up vent 3v3. So as soon as he died, they went, oh, grand. We've got the advantage. Krizen came down vent and someone faced him as well. 9 individually faced their opponents one by one, and that was the reason for their success. Now in this round, Slen's just been given up mini on a silver platter, but has missed that. So 9 still have the advantage after Hades peeking in aggressively outside.
Okay, well, I mean, the one sort of consequence of that round is that MOUZ and NYKT, can they afford to buy in the next? They get $1,400 if they lose this round. Probably not. 2 players would be able to, but they're down 5v3 here. This is looking a lot better for 9 as they're in pursuit of their first round here in the second half. Punishing the aggression. Gaining control of their own. They've got so many options available now as a result.
Surely they don't fumble this round. Like, there's literally no one on the bomb site. There's 2 on B, 1 towards heaven. Bit of sound cue being run off. I think that was Minio just shooting. Was that Minio just shooting? Either way, bit of sound cues. This should be, however, the first T-side round for 9, if I'm not mistaken. I will say, it's not as dominant for MOUZ and NYKT. Like, these rounds have been pretty close. The economy is showing that. Saving 3 players here is a mandatory. And they're doing that. So I think they can be happy with this. Like, that they can give this round to 9, save the 3 players, and buy into the next, and still have funds to spare as well.
Yeah, you're right. That actually is the logical approach coming through for MOUZ and NYKT here, and that's what they will do. So at least they'll be able to put up another decent investment to commit to the resistance in the next round. But 9 have won a round. 9 find themselves with 9. They've actually very rarely been behind in this game, right? You think about the start of Vertigo, they were behind 2-1 at one point. They then led for the rest of the map right up until the end when they got leveled at 14-all. The corner of the question is, how does Krizen play this position? Does he decide to peek out on a timing, or does he just stay tucked into the corner, hoping he goes unchecked? That's the better option, because if you peek out, you're really relying on them being left in an exposed position. As we now start to see moves being made in towards A. Kai bides his time. Nexius and Yumfat, though, will put up a decent resistance, but I don't think it's going to be enough to change the course of the round. Hades, well, patience prevails as he'll get the kill on Yumfat. 9 weren't even worried about recovering the bomb there because they were...
Seeing as what happens, does MOUZ and NYKT get caught under pressure? Does 9 rise up to the occasion like teams like Liquid have done so? Only time will tell. Right now it's going to be a vent drive. Next he's just got a knife kill onto Kyler. So much damage. He's jumping down the vent. Kai should be lucky, counting his lucky stars alive. What is happening? And the bomb's being dropped. Sorry, what's happening? Kai's low. Everyone's low. The pistols have the advantage right now. And Krizen picks up an AK, but he falls to his death in the process.
Yeah, he gets caught changing his gun there. That's really rough. The bomb is in control of the CT side right now, but they're still chasing the round by a man. Slender's the key. Slender's the key here. He's got the AK. Doesn't have armor though. Repositions in towards control room. You can see that 9 are proceeding this with maximum caution. I like this angle from Slend, playing that headshot angle. Kind of evens up the fight a little bit, considering he doesn't have armor. Goofy's low with your power. Timing has the timing on the peak. He finds the second on Hades as well. That's the full HP player. It's only Key left remaining. Can he unlock the round?
There's no chance, right? He has got timing, to be fair, but he's been spotted, and Yimfat nails him. I was so terrified. Was it Krizen that jumped onto the bomb site and picked up the AK?
Yes, it
that
was.
can be the...
Yeah, it's the poison chalice. You can't even blame him for going for the AK. His eyes light up when you see that gun on the deck.
Yeah.
13-10. MOUZ and NYKT win this. Go for it, Grimmy.
Wait, what? Kai just walks through, right through Mini, gets a kill. The issue is all a ploy. The rest of his team are towards ramp. I don't like the fact that, yeah, Kai's got a kill, but the issue is now all the presence outside has been relinquished.
Oh my goodness. Great shot there from Kyler. tears the head of YwenClips right off, and that's going to start to unlock this B bomb site. Not entirely, though. Slender's still here with the AWP. He finds a frag. That's going to take the attention away from Prison, who now needs to get in on the act as well, and he will. But the problem is they've both fallen immediately afterwards. It's only QQ left, and he has had a very challenging map so far, and that challenge will continue. He's 5 and 17, Grimmy. They need QQ to activate. They need him to come to... Oh man, the game on a knife's edge right now. Nexia's tucked into the corner, playing to the strength of the gun that he has at his disposal. He has Slend at his back. Great cover coming through from the sniper rifle. And immediately the attention will shift in towards A, but MOUZ and NXT have the exact same read. 9 kept at bay. Nothing to show for the fact that they've already lost 2 players here in the round.
This is ridiculous. And they've got the hold. 2 players towards ramp if 9 choose to venture there. Seems like they can't quite pick their poison. But as the round shapes out, Isla's being left over towards lobby. Holding rotations. Just baiting out a bit of presence. But in the meantime, 2 players be walking outside. They make noise. Hades boosted up on red. He's going to catch Krisen off guard, and he'll find the kill. That's a phenomenal kill, and it opens up the round so much because it allows them to actually go anywhere outside and B.
That's what you need from your star, to be the player to take the charge when you don't have anything going for you in the round. And having a look at this, talking about having nothing going for them, MOUZ and NXT have nobody towards the lower side of the map right now.
What?
9 are going to waltz into a completely vacant B bomb site.
And Slen's still holding towards lobby. Kyler throwing that one Molotov so long ago. Could have just won them the round. Oh my god, the bomb gets planted. But in the nick of the time, 2 players fall. So it's all down to Hades. You said the star. He has to get the ace. 1 versus 4. He's claimed the first. Does he know about the double flank? He knows about 1 towards ramp for sure. But both Squeaky and double are open. It's so difficult. And YwenClips swings. It's not a solo swing because his teammates are coming through single. He was taking the attention away from Hades, but he gets the kill anyways. MOUZ and NXT, they find a 14th. Not in the manner you would ever expect, but they still do it.
My god. If they lose this, there's no money. Same could be said for MOUZ and NXT in terms of their economy, but they still certainly have more lives to work with.
It's very, very difficult. Slen getting 1 kill here to open it up, making it even further. We've talked about QQ. We haven't spoken about Minio. He's also on 8 kills. He's had an even better series so far. And I was hyping him up. And well, speaking about hyping him up, Slend, someone we identified at the very, very, very beginning of this series. If you can cast your mind that far back, he's got a double. And that could just be it. Unless his team don't falter under the pressure like that, we could be looking for success. But YwenClips dying towards ramp. That's space. That's a lot of space opened up. But Krisen is down towards the B bomb site. He's towards double door. As soon as any noise gets given away, he's going to rocket through. And as the door gets open, that's even better for him. He's just gone, cheers, lads. He denies the bomb. I don't know why Kai just opened double there. That's so good for Krisen. He's just gone, cheers, lads. I'm just going to deny the bomb.
And now it means Kyler has to clutch 1 versus 3 at least. He will be afforded the luxury of planting the bomb and getting a little bit of extra money. But to win the round, surely not, right? That's just going to be such a tall order. Such a massive ask. Has at least been able to depart the scene and make his way towards control room. And it doesn't look like MOUZ know exactly where he is as of now. But Slend will step out and get the kill. The first game I cast of Slend was the first game he played for MOUZ NXT, and it was against EC Bruges on this very map. He dropped a 2.05 rating. And you even said it in the pregame that I mentioned that this guy was the real deal. He was legit, and that's because he had...
And he's been doing remarkably. Right now, they just can't let this slip. They're up against 2 pistols. 2 Mac-10s and an AK. It's going to be an A-pop. This is where we finish, potentially. This is definitely where we finish as QQ comes alive. He finally hits double digits in the fragging department. And that is it. Kai and Hades closed out of this round.
Their best map, Vertigo, and their second best map, Nuke. The 2 maps they've lost, not Mirage, or excuse me, not Inferno, not Ancient. They won on Ancient. The worst map that they play. Losing on Vertigo, losing on Nuke, you would never have guessed that that would have been the two maps, or those would have been the two maps they lost on. As that is the case, the deal is sealed. 16-11, MOUZ NXT win in their round of 16 playoff matchup against 9, and they progress through to the quarterfinals.
MOUZ NXT have proved themselves.